Hey gardeners and volunteers, this is Corey. It's February 7th and we just got finished up with our workday. Here's a quick rundown of things that you can be working on at the garden if you couldn't make it out for the workday and want to complete some work hours. We're here at the drive turnaround for the garden. We still have the decomposed granite pile. This was from the last It's My Park Day. This can be used on any of the decomposed granite trails. If you go and weed the decomposed granite trails and then layer this on top with a fresh batch, it's going to help keep those trails looking fresh. We also have the wood chips and mulch. This can be used for any of the common areas to be able to mulch around, particularly places where there's going to be a likelihood of poison ivy or other weeds to start to sprout as we get closer into spring. In one of the next work days, we'll probably work on pushing back the rubbish piles further so that we get more space and clear out a lot of the dead material from the freezes. Now is a great time to be clearing out any of the overhanging branches of the trees surrounding the gardens. There's trimmers in the shed that you can use to trim off some of those low-hanging branches. That's going to keep the undergrowth from growing up and starting to crowd out the garden and help out with visibility around the garden. Any of the fence lines, if you can either hand weed or you have a trimmer, it's great now to be able to go through and trim along all of the fence lines. Clear out dead vines as well to make sure that those dead vines are not on the garden posts, and to make everything look fresh and clean. There's a few places where leaves have been piling up on some of the paved sidewalks and the parking area. Here's a good example. You can get a rake or broom out of the shed and rake up those areas and put those leaves back in the rubbish piles. Here's another great area where now is a good time to be clearing out the underbrush. And so all of these sprouts that are coming up from this holly tree, those need to be cut down to keep it from growing up high again. This had gotten quite high before. Here's the decomposed granite trail that we can continue to make sure that we're weeding and keeping a fresh layer of decomposed granite on. You can see that we've completed today one of the new compost bins, and so reach out to Agatha if you want to help out with any of the compost churning. Organizing inside and around the shed is always helpful to try to keep things tidy. Taking any trash that you see and taking it home and throwing it away, since we don't have trash pickup at the garden, is also very helpful. We have quite a few large pieces of trash that came from the teaching garden that we've cleared out for new plots that need to be disposed of. If you have means of being able to pick up some of these larger materials, that would be a great job. We have a good number of wheelbarrows that need repair. If you've got skills to be able to repair wheelbarrows, that would be another great project that we need completed at the garden. Helping weed and maintain in the common garden areas. Best to check in with one of the leaders of the common garden areas before taking on a project there to make sure you're not disrupting anything that they have planted. Another example of where the underbrush needs to be cleared out before it starts to grow up again is along here. Cleaning out all of the weeds by the butterfly installations and cleaning out here would be helpful. Remember that all gardeners are responsible for cleaning out the paths in between their plots. That's your responsibility with your plot. We've got the new phase 5 plots here now, so we'll be welcoming 4 new gardeners into these plots soon. We are doing some final testing of the line, but if we don't message anything differently as of Sunday, February 8th, then this trench needs to be filled in with dirt. So you can come in and fill in with the dirt, and that'll have us ready to be able to mulch in this area. Those are some of the top projects that we need help with right now. Hope this is helpful.